to win in fantasy football, to win in anything in life. You're going to have to take chances. You're going to have to push the limits. You're going to have to get ballsy. On tonight's episode, Bindles and I jump into the first big board drafts of 2026. We've got the Patriots and the Seahawks going to the Super Bowl, and we're feeling ballsy. Let's hit the intro and get right into it.
Because I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. Because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. Anywhere want.
Ayo.
Ayo, how we doing, Bindles? Good to see you, brother.
I'm doing great, man. Yeah, snowed in today, but I still made it out for a little bit. And yeah, we are having an absolutely electric day. How about you, sir?
Hey, just like I said, some cold rain and no loss of power, no big issues. I've got everything prepped already, but we're doing good, man. Had some good football today, and I'm pretty pumped for this Super Bowl matchup. I mean, the last time we saw the Patriots and the Seahawks, what a game, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. Drake made the Super Bowl. I know he hasn't really, done that much, but I think it'll be a really exciting game. What's your early lean on who you think you're taking so far in that game?
Give me Seahawks, and give me Seahawks -7. Like, give me an alternate line. Give me Sam Darnold, Super Bowl MVP. I'm gonna have to. I don't really do. I'm not a big sports bettor, more of a fantasy guy. But
Sure.
Super Bowl is when I like to put in my annual bets. If I know someone who's going to be in Vegas, if I can, I like to do it kind of in person. If I know someone who's got access to a sports book, so I'll do like Super Bowl MVP instead of picking the winning team, and that's kind of a fun thing for me. And then maybe I pick like first touchdown or something. How about you? How you feeling about it?
Yeah, I think I'm with you as well with the Seahawks. I think, our boy Ken Walker.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a Michigan State fan, so I've
Incredible.
always been in on Ken Walker. Obviously kind of a weird year with the Charbonnet, but now that he is just the lead guy, I think it's the perfect scenario. You have your kind of game breaker type running back in the big game. I think he's going to have a huge game. So
I see we have our number one ballsy fan in the chat with us. Mr. Justin Herzig is in the 12 spot. We know he's a big fan of the show. He always likes to watch and draft along. So thanks for being here, Justin. Good luck in this draft because we're drafting a ballsy team.
Amen, brother.
And we're on the clock, and someone took LeJontay Wester with the first pick. So this always happens to us every time we start a first ballsy stream of the year. Literally, this happened last year. Our very first ballsy stream last year, someone messed up the draft. I guess we're going Bijan, and we'll just kind of,
it's a thought
exercise. Let live, right?
Yeah.
This draft's getting thrown out most likely based on that first pick. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, nothing. That's okay.
That's all right. We're going to draft it like it's a real draft because at the end of the day, this is all practice reps anyways. I mean, could we draft the winner in this first draft of the year on the first day? Probably, maybe we could. It's possible. But, in reality, you got to get a number of drafts in, get your reps in, be very functional, hit the bench, get the push-ups in, make sure everyone's watching. And then when the time comes a couple months down the road, when you've gotten those reps in, you're ready to knock it out of the park when your opportunity and the stars align and you're in that draft room and you draft that winner, you draft that finalist team. So, we're just getting reps in for June, July, all of the whole summer ahead, the whole spring ahead. It's still winter. So if this one gets thrown out, whatever, it's all kind of a thought exercise as it is, but it's kind of a bummer that it gets thrown the very first one, whatever.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I was making an analogy earlier about you got to hit the cardio now, start, working on your craft, getting ready for, the pool parties, looking nice in the summer. We're starting early, right? We're starting 6 months early, 5 months early. Same with best ball. We're fine tuning our craft. We're sculpting, our best ball portfolio and our skills. And by the time we get to the summer, we're going to be locked in. Okay, so it all starts here. It's January, and it's going to be a great best ball season.
Hell yeah, brother. We've also got the Red Raider 420 in here. Shout out. We've got Killer Rocky. That's a nice name. And yeah, we kind of snuck into this one. I'm interested to see now, we'll just kind of draft our team. We'll see what Justin does. He goes Amon-Ra St. Brown and Drake London at the 1-2 turn. That's a pretty fire combo. One of my favorite things about drafting, and I'm so excited that we're back. Shout out to everyone in the chat for kicking it with us, for coming back here and start another season of a summer of drafting. It starts in the winter. It starts here. But one of my favorite things about the draft board is the 1-2 turn combo wide receiver picks. It takes me back to the draft summer in 2023 when that was a great spot to get CD Lamb in Amon-Ra St. Brown. And then that was a winning combo. Took a lot of teams to the finals and was a really solid combination. So I always think about what you can do there. If you're not going to just start off with one of the best running backs, you might as well grab what could be the two best wide receivers when you need it, right?
Yeah. I kind of feel like I would go McBride over London, but how do you feel about McBride and the kind of season he had? Obviously a great season last year, very much propped up by Jacoby Brissett.
Sure.
Where do you think you're going to end up being comfortable taking Trey McBride going into 2026?
I'll take him. I'll have to do a little bit of thinking around that. His current ADP, it's kind of in this early round 2 range. As long as, I could see him becoming a first round pick. I can see him staying where he's at potentially too. I'll probably have about half as much exposure to him. I'm not going to be overweight McBride. I love McBride. I think it's very expensive though for a tight end, and we just saw his best season. So kind of buying at the peak. So I think to not select a top wide receiver or running back in this range. Okay, our options, and we got 15 seconds. Nico or Chase Brown or Olave, Derrick Henry.
I like Nico or Olave, one of those two.
Yeah. Do you have a strong?
Probably Nico. Yeah,
okay.
I feel like Nico touchdown equity. I know the Texans, not the best offense, but I still feel like Nico is a solid pick.
We have a nice little Trey Palmer and Jarrett Stidham going. I love the Jarrett Stidham pick. Very ballsy looking pick right there. The stud. He definitely smokes his stogies inside. Doesn't take shit from anyone. I think. Do you want to go Olave or do you want to go with one of these guys?
Let's go Olave.
That's a cool pick. I do like the Olave combo that you can potentially. We can get Stroud super late. We can get even later than where we can get Shuck. Shuck is going, I don't know, around pick 150, 140, which is totally a fine place to take a quarterback. So we have great quarterback options. And then Michael Penix goes in the last 2 or 3 rounds. He's super late as well. I think people are sleeping on him, the ACL recovery. A player that just went though, Rashee Rice, and I expect him to be kind of a 2-3 turn pick. What's your take on Rice? Are we worried about legal situation? Are we worried about the team? What's going on with Rashee Rice?
I'm not too worried about him, honestly. I just feel like when he's on the field, which there's questions about Mahomes and legal situations, but I just feel like when he's on the field, they prioritize him. They just feed him targets and touchdowns. So I think this could end up being a really, really good value. I would put him pretty close to that group of the Nico Olave tier that we were just drafting there. I think McMillan, you could make a case up in that range as well. So we'll kind of see. It's obviously super, super early, so kind of see how it plays out. But I think right now, kind of all these receivers that have the Pickens all the way to T. Higgins range, I view pretty similarly, and just want to kind of balance my exposure between those guys.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like where Pickens is going. I think it's a fair price for him actually. And And yeah, man, shout out to everyone in the chat. I got a bunch of friends and some of our OGs in here. Good to see y'all back. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that like. Make sure, most of all, you're subscribed here and also to Bindle's channel. Links to his socials in the description. We're going to be live streaming it on both of our channels this season at the same time. Last year, we were ping-ponging back and forth. We're just going to see what feels good and what works out. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed to both channels. Help us help you support the channel. And we'll be drafting all year long. You know where to find it for best ball content, for fantasy football, for dynasty content. Jump in Bindle's Discord. Bindles, is your Discord linked in the? You want to throw that in the chat real quick?
Yeah.
I was going to link it in the description. I totally forgot, but we're getting the Bindle's Discord numbers up. We've got a lot of activity in there, a lot of good dynasty discussion, and of course, best ball talk. So if you're in on Discord, but you're not in Bindle's channel, come on by and join in on the fun. The combo continues there. And we're going to start incorporating some of the Discord activity into the weekly live streams for the Ballsy show. So you're going to want to be in Bindle's Discord for sure.
Yes, sir. I'm going to get some dynasty ranks in there. Got delayed, but gonna try to update those every couple weeks.
Nice.
You know, so like beginning of the month, midway through, and then keep that cadence. So
hell yeah. So Ken Walker goes pick 42 here. I think he's starting to like slide up because people are getting excited about him. Same thing with Devontae Adams. He goes in the middle of the 4th round here, which is kind of around his ADP, but I got Devontae Adams in the 5th round earlier today, early 5th round. We also see Bucky Irving slid to pick 36. That's not common. I took Bucky Irving at pick like 23 or 26 earlier today. We're on the clock. I'm thinking we go with like Travion or Scadaboo. How do you feel?
Ooh, I like Travion definitely over Scadabo. Yeah. Or Zay Flowers too. I don't mind, but yeah,
we can still throw in Zay. I was thinking he'd be there on the next pick because the guy in between us is kind of just messing around.
Okay, yeah.
But if, you know, in reality, it'd be a good conversation to have. Travion, of course, has the home run, big play potential, but is splitting a lot of work with Ramondre. Scadaboo also split some work with Tyrone Tracy, but it feels like he was relegating Tyrone Tracy when he was healthy. So I was pretty excited there. In this situation, would you want to grab one more running back here, or would you want to push running back and come back a little bit later for these other later guys?
I think I'm Flowers. I think Flowers is pretty undervalued personally, but
nice. Yeah.
And then I was talking with did a stream with Sus Edwards recently, and
yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man. I can't. I'm not in on the Scadabo thing coming off an injury. Like, it's different when a guy has high pedigree, when he's super, super athletic, like and super young. Those are the guys I'm more willing to take on the risk with the coming off an injury, but not an elite athlete. What was he, a fourth round pick? New coaching staff, like all those things just scream. Those are all red flags for me. And if it was like one or two, but I just feel like there's so many. So as much as I love, you know, the memeable content of Scadabo, I don't know if I can do it. Me personally, I might be at like 0% Scadabo if he stays in this range. I don't see the upside case based on that. So based on this ADP. So
gotcha. No, you're helping me kind of stay grounded because I'm so excited about him, but you're right. He's probably going to fall with the injury. And so this is like buying him at his like peak right now. He's very expensive. So I wanted to point out some of the rookie picks. In the 2nd round, we had Jeremiah Love go at pick 16. Do you have any early feeling about his current ADP there?
Yeah, I think this is pretty fine. Like, he's pretty much a lock to be a 1st round pick. I'm not super deep into the rookies yet, but I know him for sure. Like, he seems like a very, very elite prospect, like up with a Genti or maybe even better than a Genti. So sure. I think it's pretty much baked in. Like, he's going to be probably mid-2nd to 1-2 turn pick, maybe even higher with the hype cycle. So I think it's perfectly fine. I mean, yeah, we're so far out, but you can kind of read the tea leaves on a guy like him. So
yeah, I think I am going to have some exposure to him. I'm going to be a little bit underexposed to him in the big board because for me, I think what we learned with Genti was like the landing spot matters a lot for these running backs. And with Love, if he ends up on like the Chiefs or something, okay, I can see him going in the early second round. But to go ahead of Hampton and Genty and Barkley, and I think like, maybe Genty's in a pretty bad spot. Hampton, I think, could have a really nice year too. And then even Chase Brown, I feel like Chase Brown, he's gonna have Burrow back. I think he's a little bit undervalued right now. So I'm just trying to keep it all in context. But I like the prospect profile of Love, and I loved the Genty prospect profile last year. I think that's what sold me on where Genty was going. But I think situation matters so much for these rookies too, right?
It definitely does. I think that Genty situation was just like the worst possible outcome. So I don't want to let it sway me too much, because it's just like pretty much can't possibly be worse than that. Like that was like Gino was terrible, the coach Gino was terrible, the O-line was terrible, everything was terrible. And right. I mean, yeah, that could happen again with Jeremiah Love, but I think more than likely, even if it's a 50% outcome instead of like a 10th percentile outcome, I feel much more comfortable. So
we're about to be back on the clock. We have 2 running backs with Bijan, Travion. We've got Nico Collins, Chris Olave, and Zay Flowers. We could take Emeka Egbuka. We could double down on the Patriots with a guy like Diggs, who is the first available.
I like Lemon. I think he is. Look, to me, from what I've been hearing, he's going to be a first rounder, early second rounder. So I kind of like the upside on him.
Let's take Mekhi Lemon, who I like him as well. With Lemon, he's one of those USC wide receivers, and that's always a good, brand, a good organization, kind of a wider pumping out wide receivers that we like. So I like that idea. And he's our 4th wide out here. So we have some room later on with 20 rounds. Do you want to grab a fan in here, or should we take Javonte?
I'm good with Javonte. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, let's get one more solid running back that we feel really good about. And as long as Javonte, I don't think he's not a free agent, right? I don't think he is.
I would have to double check.
I'd have to double check. Let me know in the chat. I'm pretty sure he's not. And I think he is still in Dallas. And so if it's going to be a lot of the same going forward, Javonte was, of course, good last year. I have him as a top. I don't personally have him like ranked as a top 12 running back, but that's what he was last year in terms of his super high floor, and he hit some ceiling weeks. He a little bit lower ceiling in the second half of the season. And of course, we think things are going to change. And if you want to like extra add, more weight to the second half of the season, because that may be more of what's going to be happening next year, then, that's why he's going at pick 74. That's why he's going in the 7th round. And overall, as like RB, I don't know, 25 or 30 at this point, probably close to like RB 30. So
I feel like it's a fine bet to make at whatever around pick 80.
Yeah.
The thing that stood out to me was Jalen Waddle still being available. I didn't even see him there in the queue. Like, I feel like he should be going. I feel like he should be going above like Marvin Harrison and DK Metcalf, and I mean, I don't even know. Probably Christian Watson, Alec Pierce. Like, why is Waddle so low? Like, I know we don't know who the quarterback is, but I don't know. I think that's too low for him. So.
Okay, no, they were right. I for some reason I couldn't remember if he was a free agent. So Javonte is a free agent, but Dallas is pretty adamant about signing him back, says Jeff and Paulino.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, if he does re-sign, like, he would probably be like what, a 4th round pick or something, like maybe higher.
He could easily move up. I mean, the argument is like him or Scattaboo, and it's like probably Javonte. If Scattaboo is perfectly healthy, it's a lot closer, but even with like 90% Scattaboo, you'd probably like him and Javonte. It's kind of a toss up. I think maybe just Scattaboo has the higher ceiling is the whole thing.
Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm Javonte all the way.
I'm back
if he resigns.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We see Justin Herzig. So he started off 2 wide receivers with Amon-Ra St. Brown, Drake London, Bucky Irving, and Breece Hall. Fun start there. McLaurin, So he's back in on Washington. I think I'm going to be back in on Washington this year as well.
Sure.
Quinshon Judkins follows it up with Brian Thomas. Getting Brian Thomas in the 7th round seems like a steal, although it's a little bit disappointing. We said Waddle was another choice we could have liked to have gone for. I didn't see him in the queue, but we'll do better about pulling up the queue. And then Michael Wilson, I think, is a pretty fun pick as well. Jacoby Myers, some interesting names. Ramondre seems like a good 8th round pick. Pollard, not sure, maybe a little bit early for Pollard. Stafford here goes kind of early, but I'm assuming that's a team that, no, he's not stacked. So just a team is taking Hurts and Stafford right in the middle rounds, double dipping. Let's make this next pick, and then we'll talk about the other rookie selections that are already off the board.
Okay.
So for us, we have a 3-4 build. We could look at tight end. It's like Kincaid, Laporta. I'm not really excited there. Wide receivers, QJ. We could do Pearsall. Running backs, it's going to be Corum, Hubbard, or Dowdle.
I like QJ first, and then let's see what comes back.
QJ here.
I'm pretty in on the Chargers, man. Like they signed Mike McDaniel. I know, just season from hell for them, but I feel like I'm all in on the Chargers guys.
Herbert went in the 6th round, so he's going super early. I thought he would honestly go later than that coming into this year, but he's way up there. We could. I don't think we need Pearsall here. We could take
I don't
him.
think so. Is there a tight end, any tight end, or any running backs you're interested in?
Kincaid, Laporta, running back for like Dowdle, but I think he's still going to be there.
Yeah. Go with whoever you feel like. Kincaid, yeah.
Maybe Kincaid.
It's a fine. I think Kincaid was pretty good this year. New coaching staff. We'll see. I think they might be more pass heavy. I feel like no one's going to be as run heavy as the coaching staff they had. So maybe some sneaky upside.
I was between him and Laporta, and honestly, I might have wanted to go Laporta instead. But I threw in Kincaid. Just take a tight end there, attached to a good QB, Josh Allen, a good passer, a lot of touchdowns, good offense. And I think kind of my process there is just kind of just that. And it's about the right time to take a tight end, although it's not like we can stack them later. So far, the only players we can stack, that are remaining is like Stroud and Shuck, and then Penix. But those are our first 3 picks. Those are who we should be stacking anyways.
Sure. Yeah, it's kind of that weird range where like I don't feel like there's anyone that's really, really standing out. So you're just like, okay, we'll take a tight end, get our first one.
Yeah, what's up, Anthony? How we doing, brother? Good to see you. Bad in here. Hashtag QBs matter. Of course. We got FK, Coolers, Cobra. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for being here. Putt Daddy, my man, Nick Bach. Everyone, I am the KY. Thanks for being here, Dale. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday night. Had a nice little, let me scroll down. Had a nice little championship weekend. So, Bindles, I want to get your thoughts. I was actually scrolling up because I want to look for more of the rookies to get your thoughts on some of these guys. We talked about Love, and then we had Tyson and Tate kind of go back-to-back, Tate and Tyson. So, Carnell Tate and Jordan Tyson, do you have any preference on one over the other right now? Jordan Tyson and Tate are like kind of flip-flopping ADP in every draft that I've seen.
Yeah, I don't have a hard lean right now at this point. It's kind of both, probably mid to late first, early second round guys. So I think this is, probably about the range they should be going. I don't know. I think Lemon and those two should be pretty much back to back, just until we get more information. I wouldn't say I'd have one super above the other.
We get Lemon a little bit cheaper in the 6th than the 5th round pick, so we get a little bit of a value there. Is what you're thinking? Did you see? Look at Christian Watson and Alec Pierce going in the 5th round. Do you ever think you would see the day?
Yeah, that seems. I mean, it's so weird with wide receiver because I just feel like it's kind of just a flat tier for so long. Like realistically, what is the difference between some of these guys in like the 5th round versus the 7th round? So I don't know. I think I'd still take Odunze, but I don't think it's crazy. Like Alec Pierce could get a really good landing spot.
Do you want to go with one of Jordan Love, Goff, or Baker, or do you want to take one of these running backs like Gainwell, Krosky Merritt, or
any
Montgomery or Steelers?
I kind of feel like Montgomery. I feel like he might sign somewhere and be a 1B or
Yeah, I'll throw Montgomery in there. I'm down.
I don't feel like Montgomery's bad necessarily. It's more just like they were like, well, why would we use David Montgomery? Okay. And what is your lean here in terms of?
Do we kind of? I don't know. Would you prefer to have like Love or Goff or Mayfield or one more running back here? I feel like we could take a quarterback at this point.
Yeah, we can take a quarterback. I think we're fine.
Who's your favorite? Is it Love or Goff?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Let's go
Love.
I have literally no lean, especially if we don't really have any stacking options, but we'll see.
I think it's just the right time to get a QB that seems undervalued. You get Love in the 11th round, but you have to take T-Law in the 7th and Herbert in the 6th. Explain that.
Yeah, I mean, not that much difference, honestly. Projections wise, everything.
Hey, we got Pat. What's up, fellas? How we doing, Pat? Good to see you, brother. Pat's feeling real good because his Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. So shout out. Very nice. Very nice. We got Nick in here. Good to see you, Nick. Hope you're having a great weekend, my friend. And of course, Emo Cowboy.
The one, the only.
The infamous. Good to see you, Bubba. Here we go. We're ripping it. Okay, Dobbs went immediately after our pick. I was hoping we might sneak him back to pick 143 to get a little stacking action.
I think Dobbs is a free agent.
I need to look into that. Oh, he is. You're right. No, he is. He is.
So that would be kind of interesting. We got your boy Matthew Golden. He could. Did Jaden Reed? Honestly,
pick is not bad.
Did Jaden Reed go?
Oh yeah. Jaden Reed went up here. I noted it. I clocked it. It was kind of earlier than I thought.
Oh, right there, 10-7.
Oh no, it wasn't. I guess it's not that super early. It was before our pick though.
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of got in a bad spot where we took Love, but didn't get Reed, and I guess we'll figure it out later. There's a ton of wide receivers late that are all like weird prices and all over the place.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm down to take one. Let's see what else is going on here. Travis Hunter. That's a very interesting one. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I kind of feel like he would have cooked in the back half of the season if he didn't get injured. So he was kind of just coming into his own. Obviously kind of muddy with the wide receiver room there, but we will see. Coker, I feel like that's 12th round pick. That seems pretty fun. I don't know. And Gadsden, I know he only had like a few games where he was really, really cooking, but
he showed a lot.
Yeah, like Mike McDaniels, I feel like is just such a good offensive coordinator, and Gadsden super young and just like the perfect receiving tight end. I would
take Gadsden over Sadiq, I think.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Right.
I would. I just
yeah. I'm slightly regretting taking Kincaid where we did, but there wasn't like an obvious pick for us to go there. I guess instead I would have preferred maybe getting Dak or Nix, or just getting like an Addison or Reed there. So we'll think about that next time. The 9th round pick is kind of an interesting spot.
Yeah, I mean, we had the weird drafter in the 1 hole too. So I feel like
Malik Willis.
I think he's gonna get kind of steamy.
Do you want to go with we could take Bill, we could take Kyler, or go ahead and take Shuck? Debo's available.
I mean, Debo this late seems pretty crazy.
I was kind of thinking that too. Let's just grab Debo.
Like, I don't even know where he's going to play next year, but
Tracy's kind of an interesting name here too, like this late, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 145, that's handcuffed.
If you think Scadaboo's not back at the start, or if he's just like not as effective, I mean, Tracy was back-to-back 1,000 yards from scrimmage.
Yeah, let's go Tracy. I think that's
this late. Or do you want to go Bill?
Is Singleton still available? I don't know if he's even.
Yeah. So we'll get him. He's going. His ADP is undrafted, but people take him. I got him in like the second to last round in my previous fast draft. People will take him randomly any time now.
Yeah, because I mean he's like pretty much a lock for I would say second round probably. So
second or third round, and I think I'm feeling good about Singleton. I think at Penn he was a stud. I think he could easily go in the third round. He could be a team's number 2 back. He's bigger. He can catch passes. He should be a 3-down back for a team. And he never really got a ton of opportunity to have 18 plus touches in a game. He only did that like rarely. So in his career in college, he's always splitting the backfield. So given the opportunity, I feel like he could be a guy. And it's not even that he has to like win the job outright. He just needs to like be there in the right opportunity at some point in the season, and his backfield mate gets hurt or misses a game or two, and maybe he just kind of takes over. So it's all about the opportunity.
Yeah, I feel like he's one of those guys where it's like, hey, there's no bicep shaming on this channel. I know Toxic Tower, you can get away with it. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like he's a guy where it's like you can reach a little bit. Jennings is late.
Coker. Cooler says, can Bindles give his take on the 2 Penn State running backs? Yeah, we're kind of getting into it, right? We're kind of getting into it with that. I'm in on Singleton.
Yeah, I feel like Singleton is just like the home run hitter, super fast, super athletic, broke Saquon's squat record. Like I like the other guy, but I don't.
Etron Allen's fine too. I think he's a little bit more expensive though, is the problem.
Yeah,
he goes here at pick 117.
I feel like it should be the other way around. I don't know.
I think I'm kind of leaning that way too.
Singleton just seems like the kind of guy where running back in college is so weird with just like committees and other stuff going on. And like once I feel like his RAS is going to be pretty insane.
Sure.
And then, just we're going to be like, okay, this guy's big. He's fast. That's all we really care about. I mean, obviously we don't know landing spot, but those are the guys I want to be betting on. The big, fast guys.
Nick was saying, don't you think Malik Willis potential landing spots to be a starting QB this year are pretty bad if it's like the Jets or Miami, or kind of like the top options?
Yeah, I don't know if it necessarily matters though. Like if he runs, like he still could be fine. Like, I mean, Miami, Singleton, 100%.
And Woody Marks here went 114, so it's like you don't have to pay up for Singleton. We can grab him in the 15th round. We can keep trying to push him and just see where he goes. Stroud goes, Shuck goes. So some of our stacking QB options are starting to, dwindle away. Bryce Young and Sam Darnold are available. So is Fernando Mendoza. I think here. So let's just look at the running backs. Like there's no one here I have to have.
No.
So let's just hold on that. For QBs, I would go Sam Darnold. Then I might go Fernando over Bryce Young. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I don't no lean whatsoever, honestly.
Okay. Wide receivers here. I like DK and Trey Tucker, but I don't have to have either of them. We don't have to go with them yet. Tight end, it's like Dalton Schultz is fine. Do you want to go ahead and grab Sam Darnold here?
Let's go Darnold first. Yeah. There you go, Katron Allen. And then I say we go Singleton here.
You want to go Singleton? Let's just push him. Let's just see if anyone else takes him. Let's go.
Okay. DK or Tucker?
You want to go Dalton Schultz?
Sure.
I think he's going to catch a lot of balls. I mean, he had 100 targets, 82 receptions. He wasn't actually healthy the whole season either, and he's kind of the comfort receiver for the Texans. I feel like we're making a Texans bet with Nico already, so we didn't get CJ Stroud, but might as well take another Texan. We might have the 2 top targets for the Texans in terms of targets and receptions, 2 top guys, and that's not a bad thing to start team stacking, right? So kind of consolidating some of our picks around the teams we've already selected with our high draft capital. We'll figure out what to do with the Packers. I don't know if we're going to be able to stack. Is Wicks a free agent? I thought he was too.
I am not sure about that one.
We don't have to stack Love. We can just have him ride as kind of like our steady guy. And then with the Seahawks, with Darnold, we can always get Kupp or Horton super late. Like no one, I saw Kupp go undrafted almost. I think
Kupp is.
But isn't he a free agent?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Was he? I have to check the tracker. I ran through the free agent tracker, but I don't have it memorized yet.
Let's check.
Yo, what's up? How we doing? Mendoza.
How do you feel, man? About I mean, I feel like he's pretty much a lock to go, like
Fernando Mendoza. He's
top
sick.
2 or 3, right? So
He's got that dog. I think he should be going around guys that we've already seen Bryce Young. Like, why would you take Mendoza after Bryce Young? We've already seen what Bryce Young can do. We haven't seen Mendoza in the NFL yet, and he's like a similar, if not a better caliber quarterback than Young was.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we know what Young is at this point. So I'm with you.
I think Mendoza is better than Shuck, although Shuck has more experience. I think Mendoza could be better than Stroud. I think he can be better than, I don't know. Honestly, Darnold is, I'm pretty surprised Darnold goes this late with the fact of like how well they're doing, but people just don't believe in him. And obviously he's not putting up huge numbers. It's the Seattle defense and run game, but still.
Let's look at a Herzig's team really quick. He took
Singleton.
Concepcion. I feel like that's a good
Yeah,
pick.
Casey Concepcion is a sweet pick. He's like a joystick guy. He's like super shifty. He was solid for A&M this year. He was like their best player in my mind, their best skill position player. So Herzig takes Concepcion in round 13 and Singleton in round 16. So we tried to, we took a tight end before a stud running back. That's kind of a mistake, but we'll learn. We'll move on. I just wanted to feel it out. I don't want to draft every player that I like, because then I don't know where they actually go if I'm just taking them every time.
Absolutely. No, I'm with you. This one's probably getting thrown out anyway, so that's okay.
100%. Do we want to go with like a guy like DK or Tucker here? I think are both solid options. They both play a lot.
I like DK, yeah.
Chimere, DK. And then we could go ahead and grab, do you think just Jacoby Brissett's going to start somewhere, or no? Just don't take him.
I kind of feel like he does.
The way he played, right?
I feel like whether it's in Arizona or, yeah.
Would you want to grab one of these QBs? Would you want to go Penix to go with our Bijan?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like that's like the last. It's like a solid stacking option there, and it makes sense to. It's right at ADP. We bring him up. Yo, what's up, JT? How we doing, brother? And okay, Wicks is not a free agent, so we can throw Wicks up here too for our potential Packers stacks. Did Manny Wilson's still there? People, I've seen him go in this range in drafts already, so I'll tag him in there. I think we're done with the QBs now, so I'm going to toss these guys out. But here's kind of our just Trey Tucker, a good pick. And then we've got some stacking options, some team stacking options to go. I think Mooney's been going super late too. If I can spell Falcons, there we go. Mooney. So just some options, right? And then let's look at these running backs. Another guy that I wanted to bring up from the rookie list. I want to see who's still available. Is Claiborne still there? He's gone. Is Himby, I think, is a name to watch from Indiana. He was kind of like an interesting late prospect. Who else? I think a lot of the running backs I really like are gone. There's some shouts I got on Twitter that I'd have to look up. Another wide receiver, Omar Cooper Jr. from Indiana. And then I think Brazel's still available pretty late too. Chris Brazel was one that Steve was calling out. He's the Tennessee receiver. He's just big, fast, kind of a raw talent. So kind of a late round, flyer. If you get him in the last round, I think it makes sense. He's kind of like a Deontay Thornton type, potentially, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. Running backs, or tight end, I would say Terrence Ferguson. I feel like he could be.
Oh, he just went. Sorry, I was off the board.
No, you're good. Year two, super athletic with the Rams. They have other tight ends, Parkinson and what's his name, the other guy, but I don't know. I can see him, just catching 10 touchdowns next year, just taking, if he just plays more. Theo Johnson, pretty interesting as well. With Dart and a new coach. We want tight ends, really big.
Same thing with Mason Taylor.
Really fast. Yeah, Mason Taylor. Don't mind him.
Are you interested in a free agent Darren Waller or a free agent Jake Tongas? Or
is Tongas a free agent?
yeah,
Okay, that makes me less interested.
Bowers. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Obviously, Kelsey's still there. Do you think he retires? Or do you think he's going to keep playing?
Maddock today was talking about he thinks he's going to come back, but
That's what I mean. That's what I was hearing too. And I mean, if he's coming back, he's worth an 18th round pick.
He's definitely worth the 18th round pick if he's coming back. Cade Otton, kind of gross, but
really gross. I actually drafted him earlier today and I regretted it. So I'm not going to let you take Cade Otton.
I mean, we could do Mason Taylor or Kelsey. Yeah, I can see that.
No more Mason Taylor.
No more Arthur Smith in Pittsburgh. Pat Fryermuth. # good at ball.
Is this gross? Is the chat going to hate us if we take Travis Kelsey? I honestly think it's a good pick.
I think it's a good pick. Let's rip it.
And the guy in the 1-2 turn or the one spot's not going to take him anyways because, I mean, maybe he would. Look, he's doing ridiculous things. Yeah. We obviously don't need a third tight end now, so now it's just wide receivers. Do you want to go Horton or Wicks, Manny Wilson, Mooney? These are all stacking, team pick guys.
Someone said Ray Davis. Is Ray Davis still available?
He is. You want to grab him?
Yeah, I feel like that's a good pick.
Tell me more.
I mean, handcuffed to James Cook, who just led the league in rushing.
Just a pure handcuff play on a good team. I like it. And we also took Dalton Kincaid. So, I mean, if we're going to make a pick with just kind of dart throw guys, let's make a team bet, right? That's a good strategy.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. I drafted more than none Ray Davis last year, and I feel like I got nothing for it, but I didn't draft a ton of them. But here in the 19th round, it's like, come on, why not?
Yeah, good offense. And I think Ray Davis is good. It's just he hasn't really gotten an opportunity to play that much because James Cook has been so good. But, yeah, it's pretty damn late.
Jeff's pretty in on the Brazel pick. Nick is saying maybe Omar hasn't declared yet. I'm not sure. I think the way that Steve was talking about him, I thought that he might have already declared, but I don't know for sure. But, we'll see. As we're doing these big board drafts, we have a lot to learn. We have a ton of names to learn. We have a lot of things to figure out. And right now, it's not clearly obvious like where players should be going and where, a lot of these things, I feel like you got to talk to like 100 people to figure out the whole board at this point. It's like I might know 3 or 4 picks that are clearly out of place, and then you might know 3 or 4 picks, but then half the other picks, on the board, half the board we don't know. Like, should DK be going in round 16 or should DK be going in round 12? What's going to make sense? That's just a random name because he's on our team. One guy I honestly think is super undervalued still is Kenneth Gainwell. I think Gainwell should be going probably round 8 or 9. And I'm going to start drafting him like that because I've missed out on Gainwell in all my drafts so far. Not that I've done a ton. This is my second fast draft, and I've got 2 or 3 slows going, but and they're not even close to where Gainwell is getting drafted. But I've missed out on Gainwell, and I think he's a smash. The way we saw him used, his big play potential, the big games he had, huge, just sky-high potential. He put up some of the best fantasy weeks of the year for running back. And they're going to use him differently unless I need to look into it. I don't think Gainwell, he's not a free agent. He's still back with the Steelers. Of course, they could have a new quarterback. They've got a new coach, so things can change. But just Gainwell showed a lot of potential in this last season.
He was good. Yeah, he was really good. Jonathan Brooks, maybe 20th round, and don't mind it if Rico's a free agent. So could be interesting there.
Herzig took Ty Simpson, the Alabama QB. So we have a 3-6-7-3 build. I feel pretty good at running back, unless you want to take a swing on somebody. I think wide receiver, we could do one more. We don't have to, though.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anyone that's remotely interesting.
No.
Click on wide receiver. Let's see.
We have 5 seconds. Wicks.
Let's just take Wicks. It's fine. Whatever.
Let's go Wicks.
Manor.
Yeah. He's not getting drafted, huh?
I feel like he should be.
He could get drafted. He's fine. I took Mims in the last round of my last draft. I think Mims is also fine.
Yeah.
You're just waiting for like one big week out of him, especially in a 20th round pick. Demario Douglas not getting drafted. Interesting. I'm kind of scrolling through these late names. Tez Johnson, I think, is worth more than nothing.
Yeah. I don't know. I know we already have one Tennessee wide receiver, so
yeah, one is enough until Cam Ward changes. Darren Waller is getting undrafted. Gesicki, probably for the best, I guess. I don't know. Okonkwo is not a bad last round pick. Honestly, Okonkwo seems very nice.
This makes me want to push tight end even more.
Yeah, and that's what we got away with, pushing tight end a lot last season. I feel like it was effective. I don't think that we did too bad at tight end though. So I'm gonna throw it over to you. I'm gonna run the clip for our ballsy pick of the week, and you're gonna tell me, eyeball this team real quick. Eyeball this team to 3-6-8-3. Jordan Love, Donald Penix. Look at the ADPs. Look at where we got guys. I'm gonna flip it to the ballsy pick of the week, and then Bindles is gonna give us our ballsy pick. Which of our players does he think embodies the ballsy attitude, is going to come out and be a stud this year, smoke his stogies inside, doesn't take shit from anyone, all that good stuff? You got one? You got it?
Yep, I got it.
Okay, let's hit the clip as soon as I can find it.
My ballsy pick of the week is Quentin Johnston. He, much maligned early on in his career. He was kind of cooking, scoring lots of touchdowns. Slowed down later in the year, but I think Mike McDaniels is the cure-all for the LA Chargers offense. I think Justin Herbert, QJ, Rondé Gadsden, Ladd, hopefully Keenan Allen is out of there. I think QJ could be in for a big year. He's at a low enough price because of kind of the season he just had. I think he's a very good fit for Mike McDaniel and how he knows how to scheme up very fast guys. So I'm all in Quentin Johnston. If he stays in this ADP range, we got him at pick 95. I think that is an absolute steal, and he could very easily outperform that ADP.
Incredible. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I need to look up Deebo Samuel free agent 2026 ? He is a free agent. Yeah, Deebo's a free agent. He's on that list. I just pulled it up. So Deebo's a free agent. Travis Kelce technically a free agent according to what I'm looking at. It's blinding me right now. It's in light mode. I had okay, so I'm gonna move off that pick because it's hard. I mean, I think Deebo's just good, but my ballsy pick on this team, I think it's just Travion. I think it's Travion because we still needed him to take a step forward. We saw it a few times last season, but we didn't see it a whole lot. In his 16 games, he was only averaging about 11 fantasy points per game, but he was averaging about, 0.85 fantasy points per touch, which is really, really nice. He got he got just over 200 touches, had 8 total touchdowns, just over 1,000 yards, almost 1,100 yards as a rookie, all-purpose yards. That's pretty good. He just wasn't really getting a whole lot of touches per game. Still only about 12 or 13 touches per game, splitting the work with Ramondre, who is also getting about the same amount of workload. But I think in year 2, Travion takes a bigger step forward, can be a focal point of their offense. We saw how they used him in the passing game. He could break a big play. He had a 30-point week, so he's shown the potential. His floor was super low to start the season. I think down the stretch it was getting a little bit better. We didn't see too many high-scoring games out of him. We didn't see a whole lot of, 17 to 20-point games. We didn't see a whole lot of 20-plus point games, just a couple. But I think Trayvon Henderson has a spark, and he's kind of a player that I think takes a big step forward, at least That's how we're already buying him here at his ADP where we took him. And I'm a believer, but at pick 47, you're going to need a guy to hit home runs and be a top 12 running back.
It's a bit ballsy. It's a bit ballsy, I will say. I agree. But no, I think you just have to bet on the talent, the home run ability. You know, his team's in the Super Bowl. So we're assuming they're going to be a good offense next year. And yeah, I mean, Ramondre is good. He's solid, but he's not like a game breaker. And that's what TreVeyon Henderson can be. So yeah, you know, sack up, take TreVeyon Henderson, and bet on that year 2 leap.
Would you rather take Omarion Hampton or Ashton Genty?
I kind of feel like Hampton. I don't know. It kind of goes back to the Chargers thing. Who do I think is actually a better running back? It's probably Genty, but offensive environment, coaching are super important. And I don't know, Hampton, he didn't play a ton because he was injured, but I think he showed that like he can handle a lot of work. McDaniels is elite at scheming up run games, and he can catch passes. He'll be the goal line back. Not a shifty runner, but like he can definitely like break off some chunk runs because he's just big and fast. So I think just that's a perfect situation for a running back to be in. Genty, we're still yet to see. Slightly into Hampton.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I like Hampton just a little more. Smaller sample size. We didn't see it all. He has a slightly better floor and a more consistent ceiling, but Genty still has like I think the highest ceiling. He put up a 3 touchdown game. He had a week this year where Genty put up I think he put up, what was it? Let me find it real quick. He put up 32.5 fantasy points in a game. That was his biggest output. Hampton only played 9 games, but he had a 25-point week, was his biggest week in half point per reception. So I'm a big fan of both of them. The environment's better for Hampton. I think the environment will look better next year with some O-line fixes. But maybe Mendoza makes a big difference in Las Vegas. Maybe their O-line gets better. And yeah. So.
No, I mean, it definitely will get better than it was. I think all other factors other than just, Genty's more talented. So it's like you can just be like, okay, I'm just going to bet on the more talented player. But
wait, who's more talented?
I would say Genty's more talented, but
we got to update the clip and get some of the NFL highlights in there.
Oh yeah,
there'll be time to update the clip.
We'll be cooking. January. We'll be cooking.
We got February, March, April. Time.
We'll be in the lab.
Bindles, should we hop into another draft? How's time looking?
Yeah.
Okay, we can get one in. Fellas, if you want to jump in, let's get into it. Let's do it. Waiting on 3, 2, 1. It's going to feel quick. Oh my gosh. Jeff says things like this, but then, you don't remember that Derrick Henry was on the Best Ball Mania winning team, so
it's okay.
Can't hate on him too much.
Honestly, I love Jeff's ballsy energy. He just doesn't give a fuck. And it's great.
It's incredible. It's better to win ugly than to not win at all. That's a new mantra that I'm bringing into 2026, along with my iPhone note that's like 1,000 or 2,000 words at this point that we'll get into. At some point we'll make segments out of it. Lessons learned, all these things. But it's better just to win ugly. Take the Javonte Williams, take the Derrick Henry. It doesn't have to be all flashy, sexy picks. You don't have to piss down every board. You don't have to be a piss boy every time. You can take your medicine. You can draft some running backs. You can try to actually win.
Amen.
But at the same time, I do want to the last draft we did, I don't know that we had a certain structure to it. We kind of just took mid to later QB, mid to later tight end, and strong filling out the flex was kind of that's like our core team that we built out. 3, 6, 8, 3. We don't have to force anything, but I think we'll take what the board gives us. And if we start off wide receiver, maybe we do go a little bit more wide receiver heavy in a true 0 RB build or a hero RB build. I'm open to it. I'm gonna take what the board gives me and kind of lean into some known strategies and structures that can work and can win.
Be water.
Yeah. How was that ramen earlier today? Should go venture out for the ramen?
Yeah, it was fire, but I was completely covered in snow. Like, yeah, we got a lot of snow.
Insane.
I will be working from home tomorrow. It's an interesting range. What is your favorite pick here?
I am going to probably lean between JT, Cook, or McCaffrey.
Let's go JT.
Yeah. I'm cool with JT. I probably rank it. It's hard. I think JT, when Daniel Jones went out, suffered a little bit and had some bad games down at the end of the year, kind of in the later weeks. But for me, I'm not really sure right now with how McCaffrey's going to hold up coming off of a 400 touch season.
Yeah,
it's hard to say. JT also had over 350 touches, so they're both kind of at that limit. Cook had 340 touches, more usage than we would have thought for him. For me, it's still, this is like the top tier running backs. Just take who you can get, whether it's McCaffrey, Taylor, Cook. One of them can be the guy.
Absolutely. Yeah, he was absolutely cooking early in the season and then fell off even a little bit before.
Now, Neighbors is a guy I'm avoiding. I
Same.
think I would take Pickens. I don't want to force a Brock Bowers pick here.
How about Jeremiah Love? Any interest there? Would you rather go Pickens?
I'd go Pickens first.
Okay, let's go
You're
Pickens.
cool with Pickens. I still think Pickens is a 17 point per week, huge upside ceiling, just in the right situation. Gonna go back to Dallas, right? Gonna be going back to Dallas, no doubt, right?
I would say so. Yeah.
He's technically a free agent, right?
I think so, yeah, because he was only a 1-year deal, but you have to assume they're going to give him the bag. Yeah, I mean, these are two game breakers. Pick one, pick two. Round one, round two. Guys that can give you pretty insane single week upside and are just good players. So I like the start. Yeah, I kind of wish Hampton would have fallen to us. I agree with you on the Neighbors thing. Like, I don't know. It's hard to take a guy coming off an ACL in the second round. I get it, but I think I'd wait until we get some news on that. I'd be fine with Jeremiah Love there as well, honestly.
Okay. I'll come around to it, I think. But for me, it's just a little over a guy like George Pickens where I'm a little bit more sure about it. Sure. Hampton went before us. I think Hampton would have been a good pick there too.
Yeah, that would have been my lean for sure if Hampton was there.
And then the other thing I was going to say about Neighbors, I want to feel it out. I think the guys who are coming off these big injuries, I want to feel it out a little bit, more. If anything, his ADP is going to go. His ADP is going to go lower down the board. He's going to fall down the board. He can't really rise so much. He's already going in the second round. Is he going to be a first round pick? Like that's where he was going last year, fully healthy, and so I mean he can't really rise that much more. So I'm just going to wait it out a little bit and probably be a little bit underweight.
I'm 100% with you.
For me, this is a place to get Josh Jacobs or Bucky, or
yep,
Kyron or AJ Brown. Do you have a favorite guy here? I would go Josh Jacobs or Kyron, but I also like Bucky.
Let's go Jacobs.
Okay. There's obviously a little bit of injury concern with him as well, and Josh Jacobs, is he a free agent?
I don't believe so, but let's see.
I'm looking it up. There's so many question marks. We got to get this stuff nailed down sooner than later.
Oh, we will. He is not a free agent.
Yeah, he's not. Okay, I don't know why I thought he was. But I think, super consistent ceiling play, really, averaging about 15 fantasy points a game. We saw him have a big 30-point game in this season, so only missed one game, very resilient, can get it done. You like Loveland going in the 4th round, pick 38, or is that too early?
No, that's way too early for me.
Yeah. Okay, here we have a pick. I'm in on Devontae Adams or Ken Walker, Garrett Wilson, and Devonta Smith. RJ Harvey is interesting, but I mean, he is who we thought he was. He's a touchdown merchant. Obviously, we'd want Ken Walker. Just go Ken Walker.
Yeah, we're gonna have to catch up a wide receiver, but I think that's fine. Let's go Walker.
We'll make it work. Give what the board. Take what the board's given us, and this is what we got. We have 3 stud, running backs here. No complaints from me.
Yeah, I would have been interested in Garrett Wilson. I feel like, every year we get these.
I would have been open to Garrett Wilson. I would have been very open to Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I mean he was scoring. I don't know in half PPR, but like he was scoring extremely well before he got injured, and just terrible Jet situation, which it'll probably be terrible again. But I feel like he's good enough where he can pay off that fourth round ADP for sure.
What's your take on? So one thing Nick was saying previously, what if Malik Willis goes to the Jets? Is that bad for Garrett Wilson?
I just don't think it really matters.
Okay. Garrett Wilson's played with a bunch of shitty QBs.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters. Can't be worse.
I have to go back. Maybe we can look at some Garrett Wilson splits over the years. That's something we can dive into maybe as a fun thing to bring up later, because Garrett Wilson in the 4th round seems like an auto click.
It is for me for sure. I mean, I don't know. I think
here.
Flowers too, man. Like Flowers is just like people forget. Like I know it's points per game versus like actual finish, but he finished pretty high up in PPR. I'm not sure in half PPR, but good. I mean, Ravens are going to be a good offense. Doesn't matter with Lamar, they're going to be a good offense. Okay, let's see. Rome. Don't mind.
Where would Alec Pierce have to go to justify this price? I feel like this is just buying him so high.
Yeah,
I'm in on either Rome or Cortland Sutton, who I think is actually a little bit undervalued. He's older though.
I like Rome.
Okay. We almost got a nice follower on RJ Harvey. I mean, if he would have fallen to us, I would still want to do it.
Yeah, I think you just
regardless of our team build.
Buy the dip. I agree.
Because we were getting him a whole round past ADP if we got him, but he goes there to the team that has Jay Loading, has Lamb, Neighbors, Higgins, Scattaboo, Harvey. He just has both the injured Giants. It's kind of tough scene, but overall a fun looking team at first glance. Yeah. Also in here with us, we have got Jalapeno Jenkins. What's up, brother? How we doing?
Hola.
Shout out. Yeah, Sutton at pick 60 to me. That's kind of leaning into like the age thing of why you might not want to take him any earlier, but I honestly think he's a good pick.
No, I think he's a fine pick there for sure.
And then Alec Pierce at 56. It's like, what universe are we living in? I was the number 1 Alec Pierce drafter last season. I had, 20%, 21% Alec Pierce. Took him in every draft I could, and now he's going in the 5th round. I'm probably not going to have much of him at all. He has to go to like the Bengals or something for him to be attractive at that price.
No,
and
then
T. Higgins has to no longer exist. Diggs, Lemon, Evans, or Jerry Rice Jr.
I mean, I don't mind Mike Evans, honestly. What's your lean? Diggs?
I'll go Mike Evans. Mike Evans is a grown-ass man.
I mean, he wasn't bad. He just got injured.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, yeah, he's old, but like...
I'd have to look at his splits and remember exactly what happened. Or we could look... I don't know if we can see it. You won't be able to see it on here because it's just the year total. I'm going to pull up some Mike Evans game logs and just refresh myself.
I mean, it was kind of, bad year for Tampa Bay, but I feel like if Mike Evans is playing, he's gonna score touchdowns and he's gonna produce.
Yeah. He still had, so in 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, only 3 touchdowns, only one 100-yard game, but he had like double-digit targets in 2 games, 8 or more targets in 5 games. So I think getting him in round 6, I think is fine. And we need a wide receiver on this squad to balance it out. We can look at Baker later, which is kind of nice. Our team so far, Jonathan Taylor in the first, George Pickens in the second. That makes me want to go for Dak, of course. We have Josh Jacobs, Ken Walker, Roma Dunze, but Caleb Williams also gets drafted in the 5th round these days. So I'm not going to have a lot of Caleb Williams this year. And then we took Mike Evans, which I'm totally fine with. Maybe you could argue for going Diggs there is kind of like a similar type of player in terms of like age and production, and
sure,
Diggs actually had like a full year. 7th round, Jaden Daniels interesting, or do you want to go for like Marvin Harrison, Pittman, QJ, Brian Thomas kind of range of guys?
I like any of those wide receivers, probably sans Pittman.
Marvin Harrison or QJ?
Let's go Harrison.
Okay, we'll take Marvin Harrison. I was also thinking about Brian Thomas there.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of a big grouping right there. I don't really have a lean, so.
With Marvin, yeah, it was disappointing. I guess we keep on, 30-year breakout. Just keep on betting on talent.
Yeah.
And it gives us another out. We don't know who their quarterback's going to be, though, but it gives us another team to kind of stack around. I'm trying to think of what other Cardinals are even interesting. No, at this point in the draft, Trey McBride's gone, Michael Wilson's gone, Marvin Harrison's gone. So it's, it's pretty much a minefield after that. Look at all the quarterbacks going around 7. That's right before I want to pull the trigger. And interesting. I mean, Jaden Daniels still going so late.
I think that, and Hurts.
Yeah, Hurts went super late too. I guess we passed on Hurts and Daniels. Maybe we should have taken one of them over Harrison. But if Harrison has a year 3 breakout, kind of like JSN just had, we're not going to regret anything.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Coming up here,
Tucker Kraft is there.
I like Kraft. Any running backs here?
Kraft went. I think we're good on running backs for now, and it's kind of a weird spot to be in.
Any
wide receivers like DJ Moore, Pearsall, Myers, Surratt.
I don't mind Myers or Moore. Yeah, flip a coin.
Let's go Jacoby Myers. For no other reason than just, taking a guy that is generally always a good pick wherever his ADP is.
Yeah.
We could have taken Dak there.
Yeah. Probably was the move.
I forgot to look ahead at QB. I just wasn't even thinking about it. I'd be interested in Dak, Nix, and Purdy before it gets too much later than this draft.
Sure. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with all those guys. Purdy.
I feel like Monagai is pretty overvalued right now.
Dude, so overvalued. Any guy with when they're such a late round pick, it's like they could bring in, draft a 5th rounder, any random free agent, and he's just relegated to the shadow realm. They don't care about, nobody cares about running backs that have no draft capital.
To take Monagai over Rico Dowdle or even Kenneth Gainwell to me is kind of absurd.
100%.
I think he's more than a tier below both of those guys.
Yeah. I mean, even Corum. Corum, I don't know. At least he's I
think, yeah, Corum is in his. I think him and Corum are closer together, and exactly. I think Corum's overpriced too. Tyrone Tracy's in their tier or better, and he goes 100 picks later.
Yep. Absolutely.
So I don't know. Things that I'm starting to see.
We're
Dak and Nix both go. So we kind of got hosed on that one. We can always grab Baker.
Yeah, I think that's a good pocket right there for QBs. That 7, 8 range.
7 to me is a little early, but if you
It's
can
a
get
little
Jaden
early.
Daniels and Hurts, I'm not going to complain.
No, those two I'm good with. Definitely.
Even Dart is, I mean, and then Burrow is. So there, I mean, there's, I don't
Stacked
know. I
up,
think
yeah.
it's early because you're giving up a lot, but if you're skipping out on Marvin Harrison or Parker Washington, you're not giving up that much.
I don't think it's that much. I mean, we're in this current draft landscape where it is right now on January 25th.
We go Brock Purdy here.
Yeah, let's go Purdy.
And we almost took McCaffrey too, but we didn't. But we
Yeah.
almost did. And we almost took. Well, I don't know. We never really almost took Pearsall, but we went past him. Bad or good on Pearsall? Your vibes?
Horrendous.
Horrendous. Yeah. Okay. What about Worthy?
Also horrendous. I don't know. I just feel like,
yeah.
I don't know. Worthy a little bit better. Just like, I feel like he can catch some deep bombs. I don't know. Pearsall is just like always injured. I mean, I don't even him getting drafted that early was kind of crazy. Like it was a first round pick.
Yeah. Okay, coming back up. We haven't taken a running back in quite a while, but we started off with 3 in our first 4 picks. We just got our first quarterback. Our build is a 1-3-5-0, and it's pretty running back heavy, which I like. It's looking really good at running back. The wide receivers are starting to come together. It doesn't look too bad anymore.
Yeah.
I think we could easily take another wide receiver, or it's a flat tier and we push it. Jerry Jeudy's there. I just think he's the guy that plays a lot. He's on the field a lot, and so I think that makes him a justifiable pick. People hate Jerry Jeudy though, so I'm okay to skip out on him. We could take a Dowdle or a Gainwell for our RB4. Goff is there.
No stacking options though.
Goddard.
No, I like Judy. And then we can get
because it's more of a team need. We need another strong receiver. Not that Jerry Jeudy's like insanely good, but we've seen him be a guy you need. We've seen him have big weeks. He's pretty inconsistent, but he's playing like something I put together. Where do I have it though? Oh, I have it here. I need to unfilter for rookies. I've got some data here on the percentile of snaps that players were playing last season. And it's just across all positions, all guys. But if I go to Judy, and I'm going to take a second to find him, where we just get him, his ADP is like 120. Let me scroll down a bit. He stands out in this range of guys that play a shit ton of snaps. So Jerry Jeudy was 95th percentile in snaps played across the NFL last season. So he played more snaps than like almost anyone, not just wide receivers, just a ton of snaps, and gets, that's worth something, just being on the field, right?
I think so. I mean, who's the quarterback in Cleveland? I don't know, but sure. I do think it's valuable to just like get guys that are playing, especially when you kind of need someone. But yeah, I mean,
100% guys that go around him, like Pat Bryant played 68th percentile snaps.
Yeah,
let's make this pick and I'll talk more about it. Let's get Gainwell here.
Yeah.
Or should we go? We can push Baker, right? Let's go Gainwell.
Yeah, I think we go Gainwell unless there's anything else that really stands out.
Yeah. I was hoping he would come back. So Pat Bryant's still there. Josh Downs was 80th percentile snaps. So not like 80% of snaps, but like 80th percentile, right? Just like relative ranking across all the players. Sure. Guys that are going way ahead of, and not in this draft because I think Higgins was still available, but guys that are going around or before Jerry Jeudy, like Jaden Higgins, he was 82nd percentile in snaps played. And then, Coker was 65th percentile. That's injury related, I think, kind of slow start to the season. So we can give him a pass on that. But these are names that are standing out. Guys that are going way, way, way before Pearsall as an injury guy. Parker Washington only played 83rd percentile snaps. And then, for reference, who's a guy that plays more snaps? Like DJ Moore was 97th percentile snaps. And he goes at pick 80, 85 essentially. So yeah, Jerry Jeudy, I'm making my case. He's just on the field a lot and he's shown talent before. I think he's a value in round 10.
Baker goes, Debo goes. Those are the two guys I was eyeing up.
Shaheed's kind of interesting there too, huh?
I think he is a free agent. Yeah,
he is. QBs, it'd be like Kyler.
Yeah.
Tight end is Jake Ferguson. That's not a bad name.
I like Ferguson. Yeah.
So
Or
Ferguson, we have.
let's go Ferguson.
We've got Pickens. Now we have Ferguson too. I kind of like the team stack for Dallas there.
I was gonna float Travis Hunter. I think we didn't need him, but I don't think it's the craziest. I don't think it's the craziest.
Oh, he went right after our pick too. What about Tyreek Hill? Are you totally out on him?
Yeah, I just don't want to have to worry about that. I don't know. I feel like Hunter, I know it's pretty crowded now, but I think this late, like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this late it's interesting. I'm gonna overcorrect. Last year I was overexposed to Hunter. This year I'm gonna overcorrect and draft not very much of him, just because I'm
Fair.
The injury, the comeback, how much he's playing on defense. Parker Washington, Jacoby Myers, Brian Thomas, all gonna play more snaps than him on offense, most likely.
Fair.
But Trevor Lawrence is good. We saw Hunter be good in a few games, so I'm not like totally out. It's just, and this is best ball. This is a perfect place to take him. In managed league, it's gonna be a nightmare, I would assume.
Yeah. Keep me in check. Keep me in check.
Coming back up, Kyler's still there. If Kyler's gone, I'm not afraid to go Shuck or even Mendoza.
I like Darnold over.
Yeah, we probably should take Darnold. We have Ken Walker. That's probably smart. Over Shuck too on this team.
Yeah, probably. Nah, flip a coin.
Probably, right? Probably. Yeah, probably Darnold back to back.
Kyler's definitely a value. Like, he's starting somewhere.
So we can go Kyler. The only running backs available, at least that we can see on the screen, I don't think we want.
Is Singleton?
He's gonna be still there.
Okay, let's go Kyler.
And then tight end to be like Hunter Henry or like, yeah, let's just take Kyler. Just take the guy. He goes with we don't know who, because we don't know what team he's going to play for, but it's either the Jets or maybe
Miami.
Maybe Miami.
I don't mind Hunter Henry. I don't know. Singleton, if he's still there, I would probably go him.
He should be. Obviously the ADP won't reset until tomorrow, but I think we can even, I don't know who's in this draft that's going to take him ahead of our pick at 175. But if you want to get him at 162, I don't think it makes that big of a difference from a draft capital perspective for me. And Hunter Henry goes, and that's I would probably have taken Hunter Henry ahead of him. But also, Hunter Henry's a freaking tight end, and tight ends don't matter. So we should go Singleton with our next pick.
Yeah, I agree.
Or Darnold Mendoza. It's kind of, the quarterbacks become scarier.
Yeah, if you want to go 3 QBs, we could do that. I mean, we have 4 running backs.
Let's go Singleton.
Or Willis.
Willis seems the best place to take him.
We could go Willis. I don't know how you feel about him, but
it's interesting. I think for fantasy, if he's a full-time starter, he's interesting.
It's a little bit of a gamble, but what's your gut telling you?
My gut would say this is probably a decent place to take a tight end who's going to be on the field a ton and play a ton. But it's either QB or tight end here for me, unless we think we can get like a late QB that is just very cheap and will start.
I'm good with Darnold or Willis. Let's go Darnold. We know he's starting. We have Ken Walker.
Okay, that makes sense to me. You're right. You sold me when you said we have Ken Walker. If we had him unstacked, I would have tried to push him. But we missed out on Dak. We didn't get Baker. Let's get that team stack there.
Platoon the QBs. Yeah.
Also, we only have NFC West QBs. So I don't think all 3 can be on a bye at the same time. I think 2 of them could be, but or no, wait. I keep thinking it's saying Cardinals, so it throws me off. I just instant reaction there. No, Kyler's going to be on like the Jets or something. It doesn't matter.
He most likely, yeah. Okay, any other? Let's see here.
If Singleton doesn't come back around, I'll have some slight regrets, but I do think Darnold is a good pick there.
Yeah, I mean, there's just such a lack of QBs after that point. So Tracy falling all the way to 13th round. That's a good click right there. Oh man, poor James Conner, man.
James Conner. Yep. Do you think
Mendoza.
so? I mean, I said it before, tight ends don't matter. Is Dalton Schultz good enough? No, we like the tight end options that went undrafted, and he goes anyways.
Yeah. No, dude, there's so many tight ends.
Is Dobbins a better pick?
I just think the upside for Singleton. We already have 4 solid
You're right.
guys.
You're right. Also, with Dobbins last year, the concerning part for me was the fact that like he had no ceiling. He was all floor, and his floor was like okay, but
Let's go.
Singleton, and then
And then you want to go tight end?
we can think about
Dude.
another receiver. We can think about a tight end.
Juwan Johnson.
Let's see. He just went. I was looking for him, and he immediately went. Because you think with Parkinson, the risk is year 2 Ferguson, right?
Yeah.
I think Parkinson was a flash in the pan. I wouldn't chase it.
Yeah, I definitely am not chasing that.
And then at this value, you think because Theo Johnson had a really nice stretch there.
I like Theo. Probably Theo over Ferguson. I mean, Ferguson is just like it's pure projection.
Right.
Theo, it's like we've seen a little bit more, obviously, but I mean the Rams are going to be good. So
if Trey Tucker has an upgrade at quarterback with Mendoza and he was already good last season, what is he doing going this late? I honestly think Trey Tucker would fit really nice on this team.
Sure, I'm good with that.
He's going to be a guy that I'm going to find myself drafting a bunch at this price based on my experience having success with him last year, and I think he's better in best ball as it is. His current ADP is 186, and I'm going to go back to my snaps. Trey Tucker played 96th percentile snaps last season, so like he's on the field, he's playing a ton. DK was like 82nd percentile, and we felt like, I mean, he came on more later in the season. He played a lot of special teams as well, but Trey Tucker there to me on a being our 7th wide receiver, and then the whole Mendoza upgrade. If Mendoza can just like rising tide lift all boats and make everyone on the Raiders better, then you're getting a super cheap piece of that offense that's going to be on the field a ton. So I'm pretty,
dude, completely agree. Especially as your 7th, that's pretty crazy. That you can get him this late. Like for best ball, you don't have to worry about starting him. Like, come on. You want to run through the squad really quick?
For sure. And then we're coming back on the clock. A couple of our tight ends go there, so we'll have to make a new decision on tight end, and we do want to grab one sooner than later. 3, 5, 7, 1. We got Purdy, Murray. Where's he going to land? We don't know. Darnold stacked with Ken Walker. I don't think there's any Niners that we want to take. So we're going to have a naked Purdy. It seems like that's fine.
Yeah.
JT, Josh Jacobs, Ken Walker, the 3rd, Kenneth Gainwell, Nicholas Singleton, setting a new price for him. Pickens, Dunze, Evans, Harrison, Myers, Judy, Tucker, Ferguson. We can push up. Let's take, there's no
Taylor.
Like Taylor
or Otten. I know they're gross, but
I would go there. If not, I think we're going there. I don't know what else to do.
Ray Davis, Keaton Mitchell, two running backs. I don't mind.
Where's Keaton Mitchell going to land? Isn't he a free agent?
Is he? We're going to be playing the Are They a Free Agent?
I know game. That's the new question game. Apparently, it's every time we say is he a free agent? Question mark. You got to take a drink.
He is a free agent.
I heard someone else say that.
Restricted free agent.
But I'm just repeating things I've heard people say. So take that for granted.
It's okay. It's January 25th, but we are here. We are drafting ballsy ass teams, but we will catch up on our news and notes. I promise.
Hey, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What's up, brother? T-Bucks. Thank you. Yeah, don't forget to smash the like. Make sure you're subbed here, the Fantasy Football Garage. Make sure you're also subbed on BINDLES channel. We're also live. And make sure you're subbed to both the channels. Make sure you slap the likes on both. Help us out. Support the channel. All this free content for you. and consider becoming members of our channels as well. Get exclusive benefits that will evolve over time. But oh yeah, and check out the Discord. Check out Bindles Discord. Bindles was put in the chat earlier. Bindles, I think you put it in the Twitter chat, and I don't know how to access that. I was going to repaste it in the YouTube chat, but if you want to DM me or okay, let's make this pick. It's round 18. Do you want to go with a wide receiver?
Yeah, because we can take a later tight end. Anyone here? Keep going up. Slayton, yeah. Slayton, Bash wouldn't. I don't hate.
Yeah, I thought about that too. Slayton seems like just a
perennial guy we take in like the 18th round. That
he's the cheapest giant though. That's not. Well, is he hurt? Wasn't he hurt?
Yeah, I think
he's
so.
In and out of being hurt. Let's think about our tight end play here. We don't really have, much to go on. Evan Ingram seems like not the worst pick. Freiermuth also could be worse than that. Njoku is a decent pick. He's a free agent. And Darren Waller.
Njoku's not a terrible. I mean, I don't think he was bad. He just got phased out for
right. I would like to go Njoku, but I think we might be able to just pick. Wasn't Okonkwo still there last time?
Yep.
Let's just go last round tight end with either Njoku, Okonkwo, or Ingram. Who do you want to take with this pick? We have a 3-5-8-2. Probably go one more running back, huh?
Yeah.
Who do you like out of this list of names? Your boy Blue.
Trey Benson. What's going on with Trey Benson?
Was he still there? I didn't see him.
Did he? I think he just went. Oh man, this is really gross. This is really gross. Any other running backs other than Jaden Blue? I mean, we can do it. We can rip it.
Roman Hemby.
Let's
just take Njoku here.
Okay, yeah.
Let's go Njoku. And then we can talk about, there's only so many other rookie running backs that I think are interesting in this range. We're done at tight end. We got 3 now. We really need a running back. We could stop with these 5 running backs. We don't have to take another one. I just don't know if we're going to get to 9 wide receivers. Why?
No, I agree.
I don't think it's necessarily a 4 tight end build either. I'm cool with Ferguson and Njoku, and Nathan Taylor, if he takes a step forward, he can be useful. So
I completely agree. I think we're fine covered off.
Let's look exclusively at running backs, and let's try to figure out how we team stack this thing out that makes sense. If not, just take a rookie, and hopefully Hemby doesn't go, but he does.
Devin Neal did some fun stuff.
That's a good pick. He did get interesting at the end there. So did Estime in the last week. Estime popped off in week 17. Oh, I don't know if I want to chase that, though. Eckler's a free agent. Coming off the injury. Who else do we like at all? DiMercato is something. If Charbonnet's out, do we go George Holani?
No.
Okay.
Let's go Blue or Neal. One of those 2.
You want to go Neal?
Sure. He did something. Not much, but something.
Yeah, the hamstring.
Saints are always a weird one.
Yeah, they're going to be a place for running backs, though, to someone to come through. So I don't think it's the worst pick just to go depth piece on the Saints. Let me do this quick search here in my...
Man, it is the Wild West out here right now.
You could do worse than Devin Neal. You could do better. But you can do worse. I mean, we're so far down. He's definitely like a top 60 running back, and that's kind of where we're at. So
don't mind it. Yeah.
Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? Year 2, rookie. I guess the Saints. I'm scrolling so fast. I apologize. But I'm trying to think, how could we have connected the threads on this one a little bit more? We forgot to go back to our Seahawks and maybe go for Horton, but he was gone by the time we would have made that choice. So we didn't this is not the most stacked team. We just kind of took players that we liked, and I think players that are gonna, we got Singleton as our only rookie. It's an interesting squad.
Yeah, no,
It's fast. It's a fast room.
Yeah, I
picks are flying.
Definitely flying. I don't mind it. I feel like it's running backs are super strong.
Yeah, that's the strength here, right? Is the running backs.
QBs, I mean, I feel pretty strong. No stacks, but I mean,
just the Darnold to Ken Walker.
Yeah, 3 solid picks there.
And we don't know Murray. We don't really know where Murray's going, but I don't think we have any Dolphins or Jets in particular, except for we do have Mason Taylor. That could stumble into a stack.
I think it's just weird because we're not in the groove of like when to take quarterbacks, and
we pushed it. We really pushed like Dak. We took Jacoby Myers at pick 90. That could have been Dak, and maybe this team looks a little better. I think we have to find the balance of like we want to take late quarterbacks, but we also want to maybe take one of those quarterbacks in like the window, kind of like the 7, 8, 9 range, depending on where everyone falls. I kind of feel like that's the move, but yeah, especially if we have Pickens, right? We're kind of already betting on the Cowboys, so I have no regrets taking Gainwell at 127 over Baker because that's just a Baker to Evans stack that would be nice, but we didn't have to have it. The fact that we couldn't backstack Purdy makes it a little bit difficult. Maybe there's something we could have thought about there. At the same time, I do like you said, our running back strength. And then, that's the hindsight move. Take Dak Prescott at pick 90 instead of Jacoby Myers, because maybe we don't take Purdy there at 103. We end up with like Wandale or Addison or Reed. And I would put those guys close enough to Jacoby Myers in my mind that I'm not worried about it. What would you say? Muted Bindles.
No, I didn't say anything.
Okay. No, would you like that trade-off? Like, would you rather have Dak and Robinson or Addison or Reed versus Myers and Purdy on this team?
Yeah, I think so. Just with the stack. Yeah. And then I don't know. All those wide receivers are fine. Like, yeah, I think those are realistically, what is the scoring difference between Jacoby and those other 3 guys, especially in best ball? I don't think it's that much of a difference. So, yeah.
Yeah. No doubt at all. I'm going to throw Bindle's Discord link in the chat. Come join us if you're over in Discord. We're going to hang out. We're going to incorporate some Discord action into our weekly rotation, into these weekly live streams. Tonight's Sunday night, of course, but for our regularly scheduled ballsy programming, it's going to be Monday nights. We're not going to go live tomorrow in particular for a ballsy show, but we'll see. I'm going to plan to potentially go live tomorrow, and if it works out, I'll do another big board draft tomorrow night. Otherwise, I'm going to push it to Tuesday. I've got my Wednesday streams where I'm doing PGA best ball content, talking fantasy golf, one and dones, previewing the Farmers this week. We just came off a fun day, a Sunday, where Scotty Scheffler showed us why he is one of the greatest golfers of all time, and we're getting to witness it live in person. And it's getting better and better every season. So he wins today at the American Express, destroys the field. Bindles, we got the Discord going. The Ballsy boys are back. We're going to go live at the very least in about a week from tomorrow on that Monday night. We're going to have guests coming in. We're going to have new segments, all of that and more. What else do you want to tell the people, my friend?
Yes, sir. Well, yeah, thanks so much, you guys, for checking us out. Every Monday we'll be here, but yeah, definitely join the Discord. We're going to get that up and running and much more active. Dynasty rankings, we'll have lots of best ball content in there, and we'll have it tied in with the show. I think I might do a stream with Nick Bach on the Winning the Flex channel. Do a couple other streams this week just as they come up. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe to Candyman and to myself. And we will, January 25th, we're here, and we will only continue to make improvements all the way up to September, August, when football season starts. So thank you so much for being with us here so early in the frozen weather. You can see the snow in my window right here. We got snowed in today, but yeah, appreciate you guys.
Hell yeah. Good stuff. Thanks for being here. Make sure you subscribe to the channels. Thanks for the support. We love you. We're back. It's football season. We're drafting fantasy teams for 2026, and it's pre-Super Bowl. What else is new? The Ballsy boys are back at it. Stay ballsy, my friends.